Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po pala si Denzel T. Dominguez mula sa BAE 41 CPT. At kung mapapansin nyo ay nandito po ako sa taniman ng aking kamote at ng upland kangkong. So bali dito sa kamotehan na aking taniman, meron lang po akong 9 paros. So makikita rin natin dito na 2 paraw yung na-harvest ko na at 1 kilo lang yung na-harvest ko sa 2 paraw na to. Ngayon naman, tatalakayin ko sa inyo yung karakteristik ng kamote na may variety na NSIC 30. Una, yung laman niya, makikita nyo ay kulay orange siya. Tapos kapag yung sa loob naman, kulay dilaw yung kanyang itsura. Doon naman sa cuttings niya, unang-unang mapapansin natin dito kulay violet yung stem niya. Tapos kumpara sa ibang variety ng kamote, mabagal siyang humaba pero mabilis lumago yung mga dahon. Kaya isa din sa karakteristik nito, yung malalaki yung dahon niya kumpara dun sa ibang mga kamote. Ngayon naman, yung sukat ng upland kangkong ko ay nagtatala ng mahigit 95.49 square meter. Tapos naman yung sa kamotehan ko ay 69.29 square meter.
Nature of the project. Nature of the project. The project was named Sweet Potato, Ipomoea batatas, variety NSIC 30, and Upland Kangkong Ipomoea reptans. Production enterprise. The project was conducted as a sole proprietorship type of business. It was handled by an entrepreneur student. The project includes the production, management, and marketing of fresh, healthy, and good quality upland kangkong. Objectives of the project. Objectives of the project. The project aims to serve as a training ground for the student entrepreneur in the production of sweet potato and upland kangkong. Specifically, it aims to improve the agricultural entrepreneur student skills and knowledge in sweet potato and upland kangkong production, gain practical experience in the production and marketing of sweet potato and upland kangkong, generate income from sweet potato and upland kangkong, evaluate the profitability of a small-scale or upland kangkong production enterprise. Time and place of the project.
Ipomoea batatas and upland kangkong Ipomoea reptans are located in this area at Cavite State University main campus.
Description of the enterprise. Location and layout of the project. The project involves the growth and marketing of sweet potato and upland kangkong. Sweet potato and upland kangkong was one of the most marketable vegetable since it was used in a lot of dishes, whether as the main ingredient or as an accompaniment to other vegetables. Upland kangkong and sweet potato offers a delightful blend of flavor, nutrition, and health benefits, making it a valuable ingredient in gourmet dishes. The project aims to capitalize on the market demand and culinary versatility of these crops in the future. The project had a total of 164.775 square meter area of land with a total number of 9 paros in sweet potato and a total number of 8 plots in upland kangkong. The paro in the sweet potato area had a size of 0.5 by 9.4 meter with a spacing of 0.5 meter. The production area for sweet potato had a total of 108 plants. For the upland kangkong, the plot had a size of 1 meter by 9.4 meter with a spacing of 20 cm by 20 cm from hill and row and a spacing of 0.5 meter between plots. The production area for upland kangkong will have a total of 3,337 plant population. Organization and management. Mr. Denzel T. Dominguez was responsible for the overall activities of the enterprise, including financial production, monitoring, and marketing aspect of the project. Procurement of materials. This is the early growth ana hormone, upland kangkong seeds that will buy in the Mendes, the fertilizer that we use. Land clearing. January 26, 2024, the land was clearing by a tractor. Labeling. February 7, 2024, we measured our area. Plot preparation. By using a grab hoe, the production area will consist of 9 paros in sweet potato and 8 plots for the upland kangkong. Transplanting. After 1 to 2 weeks of indirect planting, the sweet potato was going to be transplanted in the paro area with a planting distance of 0.5 meter. While upland kangkong was also transplanted into the area with a distance of 20 by 20 cm. Watering. Sweet potato was watered twice a day, early in the morning and late in the afternoon, while upland kangkong was watered thrice a day, early in the morning, before noon, and late in the afternoon by using a sprinkler, a water hose, or a sprinkler. Applying fertilizer. We use 1 teaspoon of complete fertilizer per plant per sweet potato. And for a plant kangkong, we use 81.9 ml can of sardine. Weeding. While the weeds are still small in my area, it is my monitor who removes it immediately so that it does not grow. Harvesting. The upland kangkong was harvested 28 to 45 days after planting. Sweet potato is expected to harvested after 4 months. Post-harvest handling. The damaged, immature, and diseased leaves, as well as long, hollow stems, are removed manually. The washed upland kangkong is weighted using weighing scale, and by upland kangkong is packed through the plastic. Marketing. We use the social media platform and marketed inside the university campus and around Indang Cavite, the INC Church, to my family, my neighbor, and friends. Financial analysis is the cost of materials used in the production of upland kangkong. We can see the upland kangkong seed, vermicast, sandubag, rubber band, and urea, and the total cost of this item is 230 pesos. Next is the cost of materials used in the production of sweet potato. Item, polyethylene bag, complete fertilizer, early growth hormone, and sandobags. And the total cost of all these items is 106 pesos. So, labor for the upland kangkong. We can see the activities, procurement of supplies and materials, land clearing, plot preparation, indirect seeding, seed sowing, transplanting, watering, application of fertilizer, weeding, harvesting, post-harvest handling operation, and marketing. And the wage is 48 pesos per hour. And the total of all this activity is 12,336 pesos. Cost of labor operation for sweet potato. Activity, plowing and harrowing, land measuring, land preparation, grass cutter, collecting manure, collection of cuttings, transplanting, watering, applying fertilizer, weeding and harvesting, and the wage per hour is 48 pesos. The total cost of all this activity is 2,736 pesos. Other costs for upland kangkong and sweet potato. Expenses: transportation, gasoline, land rental and water is the total cost of 1,042.56 pesos. In this table, we can see the total cost of production for sweet potato. In the cost of materials, cost of operation, and other expenses is the total of 3,363.28, while the total cost of production for upland kangkong is 12,987.28 pesos, the total of all costs. Table harvested and estimated additional harvested for sweet potato and upland kangkong. Sweet potato estimated is weight of 34.82 and the price for 75 pesos and the total of 2,611.5. And the harvest sweet potato is only 1 kilo and the price of 75 pesos and the total of 2,686.5 pesos. While the upland kangkong estimated harvested is 201.6 and 90 per kilo. The total value of 18,144. And the harvest upland kangkong is only 71.25 kilogram, 90 per kilo, and a total value of 24,556.5 pesos. Computation for net income. Net income of sweet potato equals gross income minus total production equals 2,686.5 gross income and the total production minus 3,363.28 is equals negative 676.78. The net income of upland kangkong. Gross income minus total production. Gross income 24,556.5 minus the total production of 12,987.28 is equals to 11,569.22. Computation for break-even price. Break-even price per sweet potato. Break-even price equals total cost of production divided by harvested kilogram is equals to 3,363.28 divided by 75 equals 44.84. Break-even price for upland kangkong. Break-even price equals total cost of production divided by harvest kilogram is equals to 12,987.28 pesos divided by 90 is equals 144.30 pesos. Computation for break-even yield. Break-even yield per sweet potato. Break-even yield equals total cost of production divided by price per kilogram is equals to 3,363.28 divided by 35.82 is equals 93.89. Break-even yield for upland kangkong. Break-even yield equals total cost of production divided by price per kilogram is equals to 12,987.28 pesos divided by 272.85 kilogram pesos is equals 47.60 kilogram. Return on investment computation. ROI equals net income divided by total cost of production times 100% is equals 10,892.44 pesos divided by 16,350.56 pesos times 100% is equals 66.61%. This is the cash flow of upland kangkong. Beginning balance is 1,000 pesos. Total expenses is 392.25 pesos and the ending balance is 607.75 pesos. And we can see the other balance for the next month. Problems and solution. During the month of March and May is extremely hot. That's one of the challenges I've had with my upland kangkong crops. So what I've done is always water and wet my plants so that they don't wither or die. I also use a sprinkler to circulate the water throughout the day and use for irrigation in upland kangkong and the sweet potato to maintain the more water in my area. Not enough water supply is one of the issues in our area. Inadequate water supplies. So my approach in this case is to arrive early in the morning, around 6 in the morning, and additionally utilize a drum to store our water so that I could water earlier and without interruption. Plans. Para sa akin bilang isang agricultural student, gusto kong ipagpatuloy yung business na to kasi sa business na to napatunayan ko na malaki talaga yung kinikita basta masipag ka lang sa pagtatanim at sa pag-aalaga ng mga ito. Insights. Yung insights, isa rin sa pinakamahalaga talaga to yung natutunan ko sa enterprise development project na to. Na kinakailangan talaga magkaroon ka ng experience, idea, sa mga knowledge para sa pag-produce ng mga plant kangkong sa kamote. Hindi lang to basta basihan para makagraduate o requirement. Para sa akin, isa tong magandang proseso upang madagdagan pa yung kaalaman namin mula dito. Recommendation. Marami kaming problema at solusyon na ginawa dito. Isa sa rekomendasyon namin ay ang pagda-transplant ng kangkong kaysa mag-direct sa lupa. Tapos naman, kailangan palaging basa yung area kapag tag-init kasi syempre pabago-bago yung klima, medyo malaki yung magiging problema. Para sa akin dun sa pangkabuuang proyekto ng Enterprise Development Project ay totoong napakahalaga. Lalo na yung pagpaplano, simula sa una, sa pagtatanim, kung paano siya alagaan, hanggang sa makaani ka. Napakahalaga din ng mga record keeping. Dahil sa mga record na yun, doon natin nalalaman kung ano na ba yung mga ginagawa natin, ano yung mga nagastos natin. Tapos doon din natin malalaman kung kumita ba tayo o nalulugi na ba tayo. Napakahalaga rin na marami kang plano, marami kang solusyon sa gitna ng mga problema na kinakaharap mo. Hindi ka dapat sumuko. Kaya nagkaroon ako ng 67 mahigit na ROI dahil ginawa ko ang lahat sa negosyo na to. EDP Advisor Visit